Hey everybody, my name's Annette. Welcome to my channel, Every Box Matters, where I want to encourage you to pack a shoebox for Operation Christmas Child and share the love of Jesus with children around the world. Today I'm at my mom's house working on a project for baby dolls. So let me turn this around and show you what we're doing. Okay, this is the finished product and how it looks wrapped up. It's a baby doll and flannel blanket and ribbon tied. What we start with, these were the baby dolls from Walmart, My Sweet Love. They're going on clearance, or you can still find some. Hopefully, they're regularly $3. Some of them being marked down to $1.50 or whatever. But anyway, whatever baby doll you want to use. And then these are $5 from Dollar General, and they will go on clearance at, sometime or other. I got these last year, buy one get one, so they were $2.50. So you have a nice big flannel blanket. And I used some of these last year for shoe boxes, but they do take up a lot of room when you use the whole blanket. And then I was watching Strawberry and Kelly's Kids and taking ideas from both of them. Came up with what I'm doing here. This is the big blanket. You cut it into fours. That's what Strawberry does. And you get a blanket this size. Let me show you. Okay, here's Mama working on the ribbons that we're tying around the baby dolls with their blankets, and she's ironing them out so they'll be nice and pretty.
And they came from blankets that I had purchased.
Yes, when you buy ribbons, blankets or washcloths sometimes that have ties around them, you can save those for something extra like this. Wonderful project. Very good. Okay, when you cut it into fours, it's this size. I know I really can't show that very well, but there it is compared to the baby doll. It's a nice big size. Big enough for a child to still have something to snuggle with. And what we did was we cut it into tassels. Strawberry had done stitching around it with a serger, but I don't have one. And I saw on Kelly's Kids, she had one with some tassels on her baby doll, and so I thought this would be great. So we have one that is big enough for the child to cuddle with, and then this one is for the baby doll. It is made out of, you take that and then you fold it in half again, and you have a smaller piece that coordinates. Isn't that cute? So this is a good one for a baby doll, and then you wrap it up in there. So in the shoebox, I'm going to send this one wrapped up with the baby doll, and then the other one folded up for the child to snuggle with at the bottom. So they'll have matching blankets. Won't that be cute? Okay, something that Strawberry mentioned on her video that I want to go and tell you is she took the string out of the edges of these flannel blankets, and it was easy peasy. If you can open a dog bag and pull the string, it's the same type thing. Just play with it a little bit till you find the right string, and it comes right out. So then you take the big blanket and lay it out somewhere. My mom sews, so she has this nice cutting board. I do not, so if you don't, I'm sure you could just do it on the table. And you fold it in half, and then the easiest thing to do is cut where the fold is first. That's your first cut, and then you got it done in half. Okay, I have folded it in half again, and then I cut it at the bottom there. So now I have 4 pieces of material. Now, if you wanted to, you could just leave it like this and cut the tassel part, and then that could be for the child. But what I'm going to do is take a couple of these and fold them in half again and make them for the baby blanket part. All right, I have cut this size, the quarter size, down now to 8s, and I've got 4 of them. Okay, now the original flannel blanket is rounded, but when we do the tassels, we're going to cut that out and make it a square corner. So don't worry about that. Okay, so I took the baby blanket size one, the one that's really 1/8 of the big flannel blanket, and I folded it into 4s, and this is going to make it easier to cut the tassels. Now, where the curved part was, you might want to put that on top so you can see it, and then cut out a little square. Basically, the square corner is however long you're going to cut your tassels. And then you just cut around, and it goes pretty quick. Okay, here's the corner cut out. And also don't forget to cut a little bit on the folded line right there. And then start your cutting. Also important, probably the most important thing about this is to have a good pair of fabric scissors. If you're not a sewer, go get a pair of fabric scissors because you want to be able to cut through this easily. And this is cutting through like 4 pieces at once. And it's going to go zoop, 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 real quick. Okay, so I finished the tassel part, and I'm just going to open it. And now this is not perfect, and that is okay, because once you open it up, it looks very cute, and it does not have to be exacto anything. And the children will just enjoy it. See? That's the biscuits. They're ready. But anyway, that's how it's done. And it didn't take long at all. Okay, so I'm back at home to finish up this video. I wanted to show you some of the dolls, a couple of them, how they looked. What I did was I rubber banded the child's blanket and with the baby doll so that at the packing party, people will be sure to get both together. And then, of course, they can separate them to pack them in the box better. But this is the pink and this is the white because that's just what I had. One with a white ribbon and one with the gray. So that's the mommy and me for the 2 to 4 year old girls. I have tons of these blankets though, and a lot of boy material too. So what I've done is started working on cutting them down. These are cut into 4s so that it'd be good for a 2 to 4 year old boy. And here is a box, and let me just show you how these will fit nicely. See, they're tasseled and everything. Those will just fit nicely at the bottom of the box. Now I did think, why don't I cut some bigger? These blankets are cut in half. So they're a little bit bigger, so maybe a 5 to 9 year old can use it. And it still will fit pretty decently at the bottom of the box. There you go. And not take up near as much room as a whole blanket. So that's just an idea for you, a good way to be able to give a blanket to a child, make it personal, doing the extra, tassels to it and everything. And makes it more useful to be able to buy these kind of blankets and use them. And then, of course, these little baby dolls with the mommy and me, I think are just adorable. So I hope this gives you ideas on ways you can make your boxes more personal, and also something you can do with these blankets to make them more useful for shoe boxes. But anyway, remember, no matter how many boxes you pack, 1 or 100, every box matters.